going on, everybody? Sunday, the 6th of March. Going to take a look at EXXON Mobil. But first, we're going to take a look at March crude. Looks like we're at 115.68. 115.68. And prices at the pump reflect that big time. On the rise. Let's take a look. This is oilprice.com. Pretty cool website. Check it out. Over here to the EXXON Mobil chart. Daily chart on TradingView. XOM is the ticker. We obviously put in a nice double bottom down in the later dates of October in 2020, down in that $30 range, and we have been straight up basically since. So taking a closer look here, let's zoom in to EXXON Mobil. A couple videos ago, I said we were stopped out of our long position, stopped out around this $75 range. Things are quite bullish once again, though, for EXXON Mobil. And I was kind of waiting for this to take place. I was seeing some other oil stocks move higher as well as crude, and I was kind of wondering why Exxon was not joining the party, and it looks like the past couple days it has jumped back on board, and it looks like we should be getting higher prices here for EXXON Mobil. So we are quite bullish on this once again. Not going to argue with the charts. Something of concern, which is doesn't really matter, but I do keep it in the back of my head, is we are pretty far away from the 200-day. So the 200-day is at 63.43, and we're at 84.09. So we're quite a bit above the 200-day, but the price can run higher for quite a bit before that decides to pull back and get back to the 200-day. But you can see, like, up in this time frame when we were trading at 62, and then the 200-day was down at 43. So when we get to that $20 spread, it seems like we hit some resistance, and then at some point we pull back to the 200-day like we did there. And this time, and we also did it in here, although that was not a $20 spread. But in recent times, we are at around that $20 plus or so spread above the 200-day. So we will see if this is just a fake out, or as if this is going to lead to much more higher prices for EXXON Mobil. But we are bullish, and that is the stance we hold until proven otherwise. Our last trade was good for, I think it was $12 a share. If I remember correctly, we were long from down in this range, and we were stopped out from a down in the $75 range. So that was a fun trade, and we were flat. The markets were looking a little bit heavy down in this range here. It's like the Feb 22, and then definitely on Feb 24. Like I said, we were stopped out. Our long position had a trailing stop that was hit, and we were flat. And it looks like we are back to being bullish once again here on EXXON Mobil. So we'll see how much higher this thing can go. Like I said, the only concern I have is we are getting far away from the 200-day. So you can only go straight up for so long until you either have to go sideways, which is like what it did here, and let the 200-day catch up to the price before higher prices can show up once again. So that is our thoughts, but we are not going to argue with the price, and we are bullish once again on EXXON Mobil. So that is on the upside. On the downside, it's the same thing plays out. You can only get so far away from the 200-day, like down here in March of 2020, before you get a whipsaw move in the opposite direction to get back up to that 200-day. And same again, once again, you fell again, putting that double bottom. But once again, you have to get back to that 200-day moving average. It's only a matter of time until the price has to meet back up with that and rebalance itself. So we are bullish on EXXON Mobil, keeping in mind that the 200-day is getting pretty far away, or I should say price is getting pretty far away from the 200-day. So if this trade does not work out, of course, no big deal. There's always more trades around the corner, but perhaps we'll go a little higher. This is just a opinion. This might not play out. More than likely it won't. Head higher, and then maybe we'll consolidate for a while and let that 200-day start to catch back up to price. But right now, bullish on EXXON Mobil as oil continues to rise. Obviously, it will not rise forever, but for right now, there is money to be made in the oil markets, and that is where we are. All right, everybody, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch these videos. All links are down in the video description. Although we do not have EXXON Mobil on our trading signals over on the Patreon page, there are plenty of other products and some cryptos on there. So check them out if that's something you are interested in. All right, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Keep your eye on the oil markets and what's going on around the globe. It should and has been affecting the financial markets. All right, take care. Stay safe.